morning, my name is Georgia. Today I will be guiding you through a yoga flow to help you feel more present. So the movements we're going to be doing, they're quite simple, quite functional, but they require your full attention, full focus to make sure we are nice and strong, nice and stable within the body, and hopefully we won't be able to think about anything else because of that. So if you need anything, you might need a blanket or a cushion just as a bit of extra padding under the knees. My hair is everywhere. But yeah, if you've got a blanket, fold it up just as an extra bit of cushioning because we are going to be doing quite a bit kneeling today. Otherwise, nothing else we need. Come over to your mat, sitting up nice and tall, whether that's kneeling or cross-legged. Feel free to prop yourself up against the wall as well if we need the support. So just a little moment to ground down and then we will get moving. So closing the eyes, give the shoulders a good hunch up to the ears, push them back, let them go, lengthen all the way up to the crown of the head. And already we're having a slight tone of the lower belly in there, pulling everything in and just letting yourself settle for a moment. Feel how you're holding the body. Yeah, and just notice the breath. In and out through the nose as long as that's comfortable. And just starting to invite a little more length with each inhale. And with the exhale, maybe we feel the breath slowing down slightly. Just starting to encourage a wider breath here. So as we're inhaling, breathe into the back of the rib cage, breathe into the sides of the rib cage. Let yourself expand nice and gently. And then with the exhale, the reverse, everything softens, everything draws back into the center. So inhaling, just allowing yourself to widen with the breath. Keeping it soft, keeping it gentle. Exhale, everything melts back to the center. So find your own rhythm there. We'll take a few more breaths. Gently flickering the eyes open. So hopefully we are feeling a little bit more settled there. Interlace the fingers, flip the palms, stretch them all the way up to the ceiling, push the ceiling away or the sky if we're outside. Have a good wriggle side to side. So bring the hands down. We're going to start to circle the wrists one way and the other. Get all the cracks out. We're coming on to our all fours. So give the wrists a good shake out first and then onto your hands and knees for me. So hands under shoulders, knees under the hips. Make sure we've got enough space for the spine to lengthen. So if we bring the hands too close, we'll find we're somewhere around here. Make sure we've got space there. And already we're going to think about pulling the belly up into the back here, feeling a strength within our center. And we're going to come through our cat-cow, so extending and flexing through the spine. We're drawing the shoulders down the back, so give them a roll down the back. Pull up and in with the belly, but start to extend the chest forwards. Strong through the belly. Exhale, really scoop the belly up into the back. Now push the floor away. Let go of the head. Inhaling, lengthen the chest forwards. Keep that pulling in sensation with the belly. Lengthen forwards. Exhale, scooping up and in. Twice more for me. Inhaling and exhaling. Great. So scooping up and in. Inhale, find length through the chest. And exhale. We're meeting in our neutral spine. Inhale, meeting in between those 2 points. We're going to tuck under the toes. So keep that strength within your center. Push the floor away lightly so we're not dropping between the shoulders and we're not rounding. We've got a light resistance against the floor. Strong through the center. Getting straight into our core. Pick up the knees. Inhaling, squeeze the belly in. Pick up the knees just an inch. So we're hovering, and release it down. So hopefully we are feeling there's quite a bit of strength needed there. Feeling that control, push the floor away, lift up the knees, pull in, and gently release. Feeling it, inhale, push the floor away, lift up and in, squeeze the belly in, push against the floor, exhale, release. So carry on with that for me, or we're going to add a little bit more speed, I guess. So pushing the floor away, again, feel free to lift and lower. Otherwise, we're meeting at the top there, hovering the knees, push the floor, pull up and in with the belly. Tap the knees as light as you can, and then lift. So we're going a tap and a lift, tapping and lifting, tapping and lifting. Maybe a little bit quicker. So the lightest tap you can do, pulling up and in for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, push the floor away, 1 to hold for me, holding, breathing, and gently release. Sit back on the heels, have a good stretch for a moment in our child's pose. If the wrists need a little breather, go for it. Rest down. We're going to come into our first downward facing dog here. So back up to your all fours. If you're familiar with down dog, make your way there. Otherwise, I will give a quick run through. So downward facing dog, we're taking the hands slightly further forward of our all fours, tucking under the toes like we've just done. Pull up and in with the belly, lift the knees and push against the front of the mat. So pressing away from your hands, super long through the spine, strong in the arms, knees can stay bent, and we're going to start to pedal out the legs here. So bending one knee at a time, lengthening through the opposite, stretching through the back of the legs. Brilliant. And we're going to meet in stillness, so finding a still downward facing dog. Push against the floor. Brilliant. With your next inhale, we're going to come up onto the tiptoes. So from here, start to wave yourself all the way forwards to a plank position. So shoulders over the wrists. If you find the feet need to wriggle back, do so. Push against the floor. No dip in the hips. Keep it lifted. Exhale, shift yourself back. So feeling that strength in the body there. Inhale, wave forwards to your plank. Push against the floor. Exhale, shift back to down dog. Inhale, roll forward. So we're going to hold on this one. Push the floor away, resisting. Take the knees down, soften the elbows. We're going to keep lowering the chest all the way to the front. Brilliant. Landing down, coming into our first cobra pose. So shoulders are back, elbows, upper arms hug in, squeeze the glutes, press the feet down for me. So upper arms pull in, and then like you're trying to pull yourself forwards, lengthen the chest, glutes are squeezed. Exhale, float down. So twice more, shoulders back, arms in. Inhale, glutes are squeezed. Exhale, release. Last one. Shoulders back, upper arms in, feeling that work through the upper back there. And gently release. Child's pose or our downward facing dog. Push yourself up, tuck under the toes, send the hips back. So reset here, have a good shuffle. We don't need to stay where we land. So if you find you need to rejig the feet, rejig the hands, do it, go for it. And then breathe for me. 2 more full breaths here. With your next inhale, same thing. We're rolling all the way up to the toes. Ripple forwards to your plank. Exhale, push the hips back. Inhale, roll forwards. Pull up and in with the belly. Push the floor away. Exhale, press back. Last one to hold. Inhaling. Pause for a moment. We can take the knees down or we can come straight down. Keep the top of the shoulders high. Lower down. Shoulders back. Elbows pull in. Upper arms in. Exhale, release. Again, shoulders back, upper arms in, squeezing glutes. Maybe we hover the hands if you want to, trying that, exhaling, feeling that work in the upper back. Pull the arms in, hugging them in, glutes are squeezed. Maybe the hands hover with us. Exhale, float down, downward facing dog. And 3 full breaths for me. Down dog or our child's pose. Child's pose is always there. And again, last one. Inhale, rise to your toes. Ripple forwards to your plank. Push the floor away. Pull up and in. Exhale, shift back. Inhaling, wave forwards. Press and resist the floor. Exhale, shift back. Last one. Inhale, wave forwards. Hold all the way down for me. Knees can come down anytime. Shoulders back, upper arms in. Maybe we hover the hands again. Exhale, release. Twice more. Shoulders back. Lengthen the chest forwards. Exhale, float down to the last one. Shoulders back. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And release, down dog or our child's pose. Shifting back. And 3 more full breaths. So just finding length through the sides of the body there. Pull up and in through the belly. Strong through the arms. And we're going to come down to our all fours. So if you're in down dog, rise up to the toes. Exhale, bend the knees, lower them all the way down. Reset into our hands and knees here. So this is our little section that if we are not feeling super focused right now, we should be in a moment. So the movements we're going to be doing are quite focused on hip mobility, hip strength, as well as glute strength. So you will be feeling it all around here. So all fours. Reset in that neutral spine, find the strength, resisting against the floor, so no saggy shoulders here, push against the floor, pull the belly up into the back. And we're going to find a little twist with the upper body first. So left arm is going to be nice and strong, sturdy in that left arm. Right hand comes to the back of the head. So we're pulling up and into the lower belly. Inhale, push the floor away. Rotate the upper body out to the side just as much as is comfortable. Exhale, come back to center. So inhaling, rotate, hips stay as level as possible. And back to center. Last one. Inhaling, rotate, push the floor away. Exhale, back to center. Hand comes down. So the movement we're coming into next is our hip circles. I'm going to swivel around. You stay where you are just so you can see what I'm doing. We are using our opposite legs. We've just used our right arm. Left leg is lifting. So same thing. Push the floor away. Pull the lower belly up and in. Draw your left heel towards the bum. Maybe we point the toes here. Hover that knee for me. So keeping that shape, that stability in the spine. We're bringing our left knee in towards our center. Pulling in again without rounding. Keep that shape through the spine. Circle that leg all the way to the outside without rocking. Keep everything into the center. Squeeze that glute the whole way around. So that leg is moving independently here of everything else. The arms aren't bent, but they're not fully locked either. So we're just going around. We're going to reverse that now. So pushing the heel back around. Circle it all the way to the outside. Bring it back in. Push the heel back. And all the way around. So if you're not feeling a slight shake, we might be doing it wrong. Keeping everything just in that hip. Amazing. Back to the center. So we're going to be coming into our hip lifts out to the side. So abducting the hip here. And all the legs, sorry. So knee is lifted. We're taking that knee straight out to the side. Same leg we're working on. Again without rocking. Keeping everything stable. Bring it back to the center. Push the floor away. Lift that leg. Inhale, float it up. Exhaling. So keep that movement slow. Inhaling. Are we feeling that glute working? Exhale. Last two. Inhaling. And exhale. Last one. Inhale. Pull the belly up and in. And exhale. Bring it down. So we're going to come into a little combo using our arm and our leg. So coming into that movement with our right arm and the left leg. So coming to a little robot arm. Right arm is bent, fingers pointing towards the front. You stay in that same position. I'm just facing you so you can see the shape. So left leg is hovering. Right arm is lifted. Inhale. Can we bring them both out to the side without rocking? So lifting out to the side. Exhale. Come back to center. Pull up and in. Inhale out to the side. And exhale. Last one. Inhaling. And exhale. So continue with that. Or I'm going to add an extra little notch. Like we did at the beginning with our hovering knees. Can we do the same but with that little combo? It is horrible. I'm not going to lie. So pulling the belly in. Find as much stability as we can. Float that left leg away. And then hover the right arm. So we're pulling that leg all the way out to the side. Arm out to the side. Back into the center. Last two. Brilliant. I say brilliant. I can't see you. Saying brilliant. Anyway, fantastic, guys. Bring it back. Take the hand down. Take that leg back out. Send it back to your downward facing dog. Three-legged dog here. So push the floor away. Left hip, is out to the side. Left heel is towards the bum. Even through the hands. Stacking that hip open. Again, even press through the hands. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then lengthen that leg. Close off your hips. Bring it all the way back down. Nearly kick the tree there. Back to our downward facing dog. So up to you, adjust how you need. We can stay here, we can come to our child's pose, or inhale, roll forwards to your plank, hover, exhale, push it back. Inhaling, roll forwards. Again, options are up to you. Exhale, push it back. Inhale, roll forwards to plank, hold and hover for me. Hold, 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 push, push, push. And then we are coming down. Brilliant, cobra pose. Shoulders roll back, arms in, maybe the hands lift. Exhale, roll down. Twice more, shoulders back, arms in, and exhale. And our breath goes, shoulders back, arms in, squeezing glutes, and release. Down dog or our child's pose. I'm opting for child's pose, guys. Sit back. If you're in child's pose, hold strong if you're in down dog. 3 full breaths. So if you're in down dog, rise up to your tiptoes and then bend the knees, lower yourself all the way down to the mat. Otherwise, rise up to your all fours again. I'm adjusting. We are doing all of that again on the other side. So reset, find that stable position. Crown of the head lengthens forwards, pulling up and in. Left arm is coming to the back of the head. Open twist to start with. Push the floor away. Inhale, rotate yourself out to the side, pull up and in. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, open out to the side. Hips stay as stable as we can. Exhale, back to center. Last one, inhaling. And exhale, back to center. Hand comes down. Hip circles with the right leg. So shift your weight onto the left, but stay stable through both hands. Draw the right heel towards the bum. Draw that leg in towards you. Pull up and in without rounding. Keep that stability within the whole spine and take that leg all the way around. Keep drawing the heel towards you. Glute is working hard. Circle it all the way around. And last one in that direction. Squeezing. Last one for me. Last one. Sending it behind is what I meant. So we're pushing it back. Circling it to the outer edge. Pull it in. And pressing it out and round. Yeah. Feeling a judder as it comes round the bend, doesn't say round the bend. Bringing it back in. So taking that leg out to the side now. Can we keep it lifted? Inhale, float that leg up. Exhale, bring it down. Again, we've got that stable pushing against the floor, not bending or leaning into the arms, and not rocking. Inhale, float up. And exhale, twice more. Inhaling. And exhale, last one. Inhaling. And exhale, combo. Arm bends. Leg out to the side, combo. Woo. Back to the center. Inhaling, float out. Exhale. Inhaling, open out to the side. Exhale, carry on with that for me, or we're coming into our hovering version, the horrendous version. Lifting the knees, hold stable. Right leg, left arm. So arm comes out to the side. Back to the center. Inhaling, floating out. Amazing, just having a bit of fun, taking that arm out to the side. Type 2 fun, leg stays lifted. Press that leg back, three-legged dog. Stay as even as you can to the shoulders here, so not leaning into one. Push the floor away. Take that right hip out to the side, squeeze that right glute. And then lengthen the leg, bring it all the way back down here. Into your three-legged, into your normal down dog. Again, pedal out. Whew. Again, up to you, stay here. Come down to your child's pose or inhale. Last one, rolling forwards. Exhale, push it back. Inhale, roll forwards. And exhale. Brilliant. Inhaling, ripple forwards, hold. Can we come down as slowly as we can? Lower, lower, lower. Knee. Cobra pose. 3 times for me. Hands can stay down or lifted. Pull the arms in, squeeze the glutes. Maybe we hover the hands. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, glutes are squeezed, legs are grounded. And release, last one, inhaling. And exhale, back to our child's pose for me now, guys. So taking the knees wider, sit back onto the heels. 3 full breaths. With your next inhale, we're going to rise up to all fours. Well, feeling it. Wriggle yourself, swivel yourself around to the center. Bring the bum to the middle of the mat. Have a good reshuffle again, covered in fluff. So we're taking feet out in front, rooting down through the soles of the feet. Big toe, little toes rooted. Sit yourself up nice and tall, proud in the chest. So if we've had enough here, feel free to come straight down to the mat. Shimmy down on your forearms. We will meet you there. Otherwise, we are coming down nice and strong. Pull up and in with the belly. Proud in the chest. Reach your arms forwards. We are rolling down. Exhaling, lengthening the tailbone underneath. Pull in with the belly. We are coming down nice and slowly. Super strong. Pull in, squeezing. Near. Lower, lower, lower. Pull in, pull in, pull in. Once we are there, once the shoulders have landed, interlace the fingers. Push the palms back behind. Lengthen through the legs. And then let the body go. Amazing work, guys. So we're going to bend the legs, we're going to stretch out the glutes here. Cross the right leg fully over the left. Slide it all the way over and then lift the legs up, hug the knees in. So we can hold on to the top of the knees, the shins, or a little bit further down, guiding those legs in towards you. Hopefully you're feeling a good stretch in the right glute there. Breathing deeply. 3 more full breaths. So just a little shout here. If you need a little bit of extra support for the head here, if you find the chin is jutting up, give yourself a little cushion or something there to support the head to make sure you can relax in the front of the neck there. One more full breath. Okay, and we're going to see if we can swap in the air, unravel, cross it the opposite way, hug it in. Okay, maybe the eyes are closed. Yeah, final full breath. Unravel the legs for me, take hold of the back of the thighs and then push the heels up to the ceiling. So we don't need straight legs here, but we want strong legs. So push the heels up, active in the front of the legs, lengthening all the way through the back of the legs as much as is possible. Pull the lower belly down, take a breath. And then soften the knees and the ankles, keep them lifted. We're going to circle ankles one way. We're drawing a bigger circle as you can with the toes, go the opposite way. Brilliant, and then jiggle it out, wobble the calves, wobble the feet, give them a good shake and hug it in. Have a little rock side to side here, massage the lower back, maybe the knees come a bit wider. Brilliant, and just releasing here. Brilliant, so we are coming down to rest now, guys. Coming into just a little Savasana, so bringing the knees back together, bit of a squeeze, and we're coming down to lying down on the mat. So if you're like me and you find it really irritating with the hair up when you're lying down, feel free to remove all hairbands. I've got so many hairbands in my hair. And then we are having a good fidget. Get yourself settled. If you do have any lower back niggles here, keep the knees bent, take them to the outer edge of the mat, and then let the knees drop in. So we're just avoiding any pulling on the back there. Otherwise, let yourself lengthen out. Wriggle the shoulders down the back. Arms are heavy, legs are heavy. Taking a smooth inhale and a smooth exhale. And just softening through the eyelids, through the jaw, across the top of the shoulders. And softening through the palms and the arches of the feet. And letting go of any grip in the belly now. We don't need that here, just resting, surrendering down to the mat. And so just feeling all that work we've done in the body, feeling how strong the body is and how we've just contributed more strength to the body. And just letting yourself be heavy here, letting yourself rest. And we'll be here for a few moments. Start to notice your breath in. And feel the body moving with the breath. And inviting the body to expand again with the inhale. And soften with the exhale. So we'll start to wiggle toes and fingers here. Maybe stretching out up to you. And we're going to make our way up to a comfortable seat, so either rolling onto your side or coming up in your own way. I'm going to roll onto my side, take a moment there. Yeah, and then just gently pressing your way up to a comfortable seat. And let yourself just settle for the moment, so wherever we are. Sitting comfortably, kneeling, cross-legged, up against the wall, or stay lying down if that feels best. So Closing the eyes as long as that's comfortable. Sit up nice and tall if we are sitting. Root down through the sit bones. Pull up and in with the belly. Lengthen all the way up to the crown of the head. Shoulders have a good hunch. Push them back. Let them go. Palms up to the ceiling. Yeah, so just aware of how you're holding your body here. Yeah, maybe we bring the palms together. Or maybe you leave them where they are, but just take a moment to say thank you to yourself for making this time, making this space within your day to really pay attention to how you're moving, how you're breathing, the quality you put into that. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Hope you're feeling it slightly as well. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Any questions, please drop me a message below. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye.